Good morning, everyone. Today is September 8th, 2019. It is 62, but feels like 70 here in North Idaho. I'm Jody, and welcome to Moose Flats Farm. Well, this morning we're gonna take a little adventure and take a tootle around Lake Spirit Lake. Take you guys along. And I don't have the microphone on, so we're gonna see how well the camcorder just by itself picks up my voice. And that's the cool little island at the end of Spirit Lake.
Spin the other way, so it's
Pretty hillside coming down into the deep, deep lake. That is Mount Spokane. And that is a quick tour of Spirit Lake. I hope you enjoyed our pretty little lake here in North Idaho. Hello, I'm gonna be out here, gonna pick the Walla Wallas. Probably One thing you probably don't, or you've gleaned from watching my videos, is I'm more of a doer than a talker. So this channel has actually been very good for me. It's forcing me to stop and slow down and talk about what I'm doing. And I'm trying to get better at it. But I'm going to be going through and picking the Walla Walla bed and putting it on the drying rack. The chickens have not been roosting on it when it was by the greenhouse. Now that I've moved it over by the woodshed, we'll see what they do. Hopefully they stay out of my onions. Well, didn't get very many, and they're not very big. So, but they smell strong. So, next year definitely will not have the marigolds and the beautiful sunflowers growing with them. But the small bed that's right behind you next to the cottage that we planted the red onions in, they didn't do good at all. So we're going to be moving that one to along the fence behind me. So I may dedicate that to doing the onions and leaving this one to do the sunflowers and marigolds, just because it makes a pretty backdrop to the garden. And we like the sunflowers, and so do the wild birds. So we do make concessions and get areas that help feed and keep the wild birds around. But it is pretty. Just not very productive. And part of it's probably because the sunflowers and the marigolds sucked all the water up that got put in there. But like I said before, this is all learning. This is the first year we've done this kind of gardening. Or I should say the raised bed gardening. Ours were always kind of more in the ground, sort of raised up a little, but basically in the ground gardening. And next year's another year. We'll learn from this year and hopefully do better next year. So I'm gonna go through and pick my blue corn. It actually looks red, and get it drying. But isn't that pretty? We'll save seeds for next year, dry the rest, and grind it up to make cornmeal for making chips or cornbread. And I'm gonna leave a green one on this one and a purple one just to collect the seeds from when we go to, after the first frost, and we go to cut these guys down for the decorations on the fence. I'll pull those ones off and just let them naturally dry, so they'll be good for seed production. And I would say our experiment with the corn wasn't a complete failure. But it wasn't a complete success either. It's like that one didn't really get pollinated very good. And then I have ones like that one. Everything has been pollinated. Go down to the house, lay them on the counter, and show you all the pretty different colors and get them in the dehydrator. So the corn we grew this year is a Montana Blue hybrid and got some really crazy colors. It's like, look at that one. It's got whites and yellows and purples and blues and reds. And then that one is black and reds. And then this one's almost all that dark purple. And as you can see, didn't get fertilized all the way up. But got a rainbow of corn. So I'll get them cleaned up a little bit, thrown in the dehydrator so they're good and dry, and we can grind them to make cornmeal. And I tried one, gonna try another one. They're definitely not for roasting on the barbecue with butter. They are designed to be ground up. They're kind of on the dry side, and they got plenty of water. But hopefully they work good as ground corn, because other than that, they're just a decoration. Came out earlier to feed the turkeys, and I've got my rubber boots on because I'm gonna be cleaning out the duck pen and Mike. Back there. Right there, does not like my rubber boots. Full of chest bumps and pecks at me. Told him if he's not careful, he'll go in the freezer early. But look at the girls. Well, this is where I'm going to end today's video. Hope you all have a good day and a good week. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And I'll see you on Thursday's video. Bye.